It has not affected me in any way.
Okay.
No. Just that when I see them, then I cast my mind back. Some of them, I just handpick them like this. And they are ministers. And most of them, they are not like me, a businessman. Me, I can change this water. The design and the value will be more than what it is today. Some of them, I was talking about maize, sugarcane, cassava, that we can use for ethanol. I said to myself, look, what South Africans have done, we Ghanaians can do it too. What any country, India, with all the, now that the biggest population, the largest, they have about 1.5 billion, they're beating China. And still, they are able to produce rice and export it to Ghana. How? Why can't we do it? So, all I'm saying is, now we talk of cocoa, it's a shame that even the local industries that are producing cocoa import cocoa.
We are for Ken TV, so near me more baby aquava edeba your platform you. So we are for Ken, we are for true justice for Omidiane Abna Papa B. And Pempi no make fun say honorable Kennedy a compare con Agyapong the fans and the supporters a bribia no move besides the honorable that bay and our kasa amaya koma atoya yam nanyan coupon and chardy and no no kasa idea honorable ababe kasa ed in sambi atutu drive busunya for a we are for Ken TV. Yenye bosire muka no krechodo and aye kan yanko tien sem na honorable edigu eye akwan so no ewia Mr. Frank Adane and so ewa homano so ne akoni akwaje nsem ni mu nchemu ankasa etika me ho ne yanko tie eye interview ni ma ye ba ye be kwa homano so.
Honorable, I can tell that you've been hurt. You know, I'm not saying you are peeved maybe, but you have been hurt. It seems like the betrayal really did affect you. Is that the story?
It has not affected me in any way.
Okay.
No. Just that when I see them, then I cast my mind back. Some of them, I just handpick them like this. And they are ministers. But no problem. They want to protect their positions. Because some of them, I understand them from the appointment that they made. I was just teasing them that, well, you betray your good friend to get a minister, so no problem. Some of them, they were ministers and they are still ministers. Because to tell you the truth, maybe if they had not taken a position like that, they would have relieved them from their positions. And most of them, they are not like me, a businessman. Me, I can change this water. The design and the value will be more than what it is today. Some of them, the thing is there, they don't have, with all due respect to them, they don't have the creative mind to turn things around. So maybe if they are not ministers, they will not survive. So me, I'm okay. I've never taken any position. President Kufuor's time, he called me and asked me to go to Minister of Interior as Deputy Minister of Interior. I said no to him, but I made one request that it was my boss who brought me into MPP party, politics and all. Because my family, there's no politician in there. My boss, he recently died. You know, we have not even done the funeral. So, Mr. President, I thank you very much. But I want you to give this deputy ministerial appointment to my boss. He said, oh, your boss, this position is too small. I said, but okay, go and discuss with him if he will take it. So I went to my boss. He's called Lawyer Kwejua from Mesid. So I went to him and said, boss, lawyer, I called him lawyer. This is what President Kufuor has offered me, but I don't want to be a minister. I mentioned your name. He said, you are too big for deputy ministerial appointment. I said, oh no, you will serve. So I quickly went to President Kufuor and told him that, oh, he has accepted. That's how come Lawyer Siedu first became Deputy Minister of Interior. Then he moved him to Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs. And the last part of President Kufuor's administration, he was the Regional Minister for Eastern Region, Lawyer Kojua from Siedu. So all I'm trying to say is, I'm not somebody who is always fighting to be the helm of affairs. I know what I'm capable of doing. And my joy is business. To wake up in the morning, go to my work premises and see the number of people that are working. And I say to myself, wow, a poor soul, Agyapong from Asay Dompim, who was hawking on the street, now has this number of workers. I become so happy. So it's not only politics. But sometimes politics matters, because if you make a mistake and be complacent that, oh, my business is doing well and therefore I don't care who becomes the president, then you are making a big loss. Because a president can make one policy and it will affect your business and collapse your business. So it is always important to make sure that we have right leaders in this country. And my brother, I'm telling you, what Ghana needs as a leader is a pragmatic leader and not theorist. And I see myself as a pragmatic leader. What I would have done to this country. People are saying inflation, depreciation of the cedi. Simple. This man made a fantastic statement, and it became his name, domestication. You see, we are too bookish. We didn't get what Mr. Danlati, we didn't get what he was trying to say. But let me break it down to you. During my campaign, I was talking about maize, sugarcane, cassava that we can use for ethanol. My brother, there's a company in this country that imports 20 million liters of ethanol, 2 million tons of ethanol. On the world market today, ethanol, 1 ton, is $962. Multiplied by 2 million tons, you get about $1.852 billion. How much do we get from cocoa? How much do we get from cocoa? And the process of getting this ethanol, all the byproducts, you can use some of them for poultry feeds. We can generate electricity out of it. I still maintain that. Let them go everywhere and check if what I'm saying is not the truth. Besides using this ethanol for alcohol, beverages and everything, we can use the ethanol to mix. Today, they have increased prices of fuel. Okay? Meanwhile, if we domesticate and say that we're going to have import substitution industries or companies, meaning we'll build ethanol factory, then we stop importation of ethanol. If you do 300,000 liters a day for 300 days in a year, you need 42,000 acres of maize farm. Now, if you do the calculation, the 300,000 liters is nowhere near what that company in this Ghana imports. So you need about 700,000 liters a day. Before 300 days, you can get 21 million. Now, brother, as a nation, very simple for us to do. What's the use of the common fund in this country? We could have used the common fund to have every assembly should have 1,000 acres of maize farm. We have 275 constituencies. Every constituency, 1,000 acres. You have 275,000 acres. If you strike it by 300,000 liters, which a day that you need 42,000, my brother, you can have about 6 of 300,000 liters a day ethanol factory. And 6 by 300 is 1.8. You know, so 18 million or whatever, you can now say that we are not going to import ethanol into this country. We are self-sufficient. We can use sugarcane. The largest producer of ethanol is America. They use maize. Second is Brazil. They use sugarcane. They mix it with the fuel price. The fuel. So the prices of fuel in Brazil is lower than oil. India is doing the same thing. You see, God has given everybody a gift. But how we handle it, the Arabs, because of the desert, they are getting all these oils. We, without the desert, have arable lands, forests, everything that we can also do it, match the oil. But what are we doing? What are we doing? Cassava. We use cassava, starch, all pharmaceutical industries, paper industries, poultry. My brother, do you know what we can do in this country? Recently, a reputable man came to me. He said, Cotton Development Authority. He was talking to me. I just picked the phone and called my partners. When I called them on Thursday, they were there when I called. Friday, the report that they brought to me, I didn't even know about Tumu or the cotton that they have over there. So I called the guys to come. I handed over the paper and said, oh, I thank you. You know what? We're looking for money just for feasibility studies. We don't have it. But bam, my connection, I got it for that. I said, take it, go and study it, come back to me. I was talking to the speaker yesterday, and he confirmed that cotton, when he was in school, he was doing vacation employment in the cotton farms. ABA Fuseni also confirmed that he was doing a vacation employment at the cotton farms. What has happened to us? And in the report, the guy said, Burkina is doing very well in cotton production. Benin, now the president has taken charge himself, cotton production. Then he said, it means Ghana, you are not doing something right. To the Cotton Development Authority, I wasn't aware. They made me aware that they have over 1 million hectares, not acres, of farms suitable for cotton. And the last point they made was that we have a buyer to take off-taker agreement we can sign with you. A company in India will buy all these. My brother, if you put, look, soya beans, coconut, banana. Last 2 weeks, I was in London. I went to Waitrose and I bought banana, and it was produce of Ghana. I said, gee, then why don't we promote banana, growing banana here, if the market is there? Yeah, I saw it. Then I saw a package about this height. Coconut juice from Sri Lanka, 2.75p at a pharmacy shop called a Boots. So, look, there's so many things we can do in this country. And
yeah, sorry. Not to cut you off. So, are you sort of like reflecting on how the extent to which we are not able to utilize resources that would have...
Exactly. We are so dependent on foreigners
Yeah.
for our survival.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Yeah. And on this note, because the first time I heard you talk about running for president, well, I don't know how long you've had that goal to run for president, but the first time I saw you on TV and you said you were so frustrated and talked about, I have to even run for presidency, was when the NPP decided to go to IMF. That's when the first time I heard you, in your reaction to that, you said, no, things have got to change and I'm going to be president. In other words, was this a part of the agenda that you're having, that we should be so independent that places like IMF and all the other should be cut off?
Yes. You see, I didn't have intention of running or to become a president, although I agree that every politician aspires to the climax. But I later decided to contest because I realized, look, if there will be change and there will be youth employment, if we can improve on it, create job opportunities for the youth. Let me borrow the word domestication. Then latte, domestication. Then Agyapong. That's the way to go. Yesterday, I was talking to Honorable Agyapong, and he said he has a lot of rice, paddies. He can't get a buyer. I just pick a phone. Meanwhile, I have a friend called Addresse who has built a nice rice mill and he doesn't have paddies. So I just called and connected them and said, speak to him and go and sell. Rice and sugar. We import over $1.4 billion in this country. And you see, I'm mentioning all these because if you want to stabilize our currency, this is the way we have to go. Because importing 1.4 billion puts a stress on our currency. And the dollar becomes more expensive because the demand is higher than the supply. And therefore, when demand is higher than supply, people tend to offer higher prices to get it. Then the moment the dollar goes up, our cedi depreciates, meaning you need more cedis to go and buy. So if we are able to stop importation of ethanol, minimum $3 billion will be saved. Not saved, but we protect it. There will be no rush, and therefore we can stabilize it. If we do say to sugarcane and sugar and rice, 1.4 billion, there will be no rush. That takes you to about $4.4 billion. Soya beans, yam. I have a technology whereby President Kufuor's time, Kwashiga, when he was a minister, my partner and myself, we went to Holland with yam for experiment. We can store yam for 8 months in this country. What do we do? All you need is a warehouse and just small machines even to process it into yam chips. You go to all these fast foods and they are promoting potatoes, potato chips which they import. I think going to Vice President's region, I also saw that they produce a lot of potatoes. All we need is to have warehouses that we can store it for 8 months and have yam chips we can export. Nigeria, they have yam powder. Every African market you go, you see yam powder there. Now, brother, what are we doing? It is not English. I look at them and they are speaking English. All this English, their pocket is empty. Their pocket, you are speaking big English. Your pocket is empty because you are a tourist. You are not a pragmatic person. The things are there clearly that this is the way to go. My brother, when I visited Volta region, I said to myself, wow, Rawlings has done a disservice to his own people. With these lands, what he could have done, the industries we could have created in Volta region. I went to the north, saw these vast lands and the people are poor. How? What is wrong with us as human beings? I said to myself, look, what South Africans have done, we Ghanaians can do it too. What any country, India, with all the, now that the biggest population, the largest, they have about 1.5 billion, they're beating China. And still, they are able to produce rice and export it to Ghana. How? Why can't we do it? So, all I'm saying is, now we talk of cocoa, it's a shame that even the local industries that are producing cocoa import cocoa.
Before the primaries, one guy was on the show, and I told him to give me a prediction, who is winning, you know. And the guy told me, KSM, let me say this. If it was the whole party voting, Kennedy will win hands down. But because it's the delegates, Bawumia will win. That's what he told me. You know, so of course, we know the results. But I also remember somebody saying before the voting that, oh, Kennedy, when you're 10% crowd, and you go close to 40, did the results shock you?
Well, it did shock me because I was expecting to get more than what.
Oh, you?
Yes. But there were some mishaps somewhere along the line during the D-Day. That is why we got that percentage. If not, would have gone up.
Really? So you were expecting more?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I talked to somebody who said that, she said she's very, very sure that you are very, very happy because even you didn't expect that many people.
No, I disagree with that statement because I've been in politics for so many years and I knew what I was doing. So getting 37.4% that people are congratulating me, I don't simply get it. I don't think it's a good performance.
Oh, you didn't like the performance?
No, at all. I think I was going to do better than that, or I should have done better than that. So I don't compensate myself with 37.5. No.
This is too small.
Yeah, it's too small.
Just on Well, be that as it may, you know, people still talk to you that you made a very, very good showing. Okay. This is just out of the way, you know, I'm just curious.
I understand.
Yeah. But let's say Bawumia invites you to be vice.
No, I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it?
No. I just want to allow him to do whatever he wants to do. And I don't want to be vice. What am I going to say? I have nothing to say. So I believe in democracy, so I want it to work. I stay back and watch. Whatever contribution we have to give, we will contribute. But I will not accept vice as if at all costs Agyapong has to be among the leaders. No. One thing I've always said is that you don't need to be president alone to effect change in people's lives. There are so many ways you can effect change in people's lives. I have businesses that have employed many Ghanaians, and I put food on their table. They are able to take care of their family. I think it's self-gratifying to see people working for me and taking care of themselves. So even the Bible says, man shall not live by bread alone. So it's not only politics that can allow or make individuals make a difference in society. So me, I accept the results graciously, but I want to stay back, you know, and see how events unfold. I don't want to be a vice president. Okay. It doesn't mean I'm against him. I'm not against him. But you know, to tell you the truth, why I cannot be a vice president is that I will speak my mind. And I'm not going to be made. And in Ghana here, if you speak your mind, they will succeed branding you as the bad vice president. So I stay quietly. Because I have certain principles that I will not compromise. And that will seem like I'm being rude to the president. Because I believe in Ghana. Anything that will go wrong,
You must say
if
it.
I'm a vice president, I will say it. And that they would think you're undermining him. So I just avoid everything, stay back and watch. Whatever contribution we can also give as party members, I will do my best.
What if he says, no, Kennedy, you come on and be my vice, speak your mind. I don't come as a me too, come as a co-driver. What if that offer is made?
You know, I have political experience, and especially what happened during the primaries. I don't trust anybody. I don't trust anybody. So whatever offer you give me, I'm sorry.
You don't trust the offer?
No, I don't trust anybody. Because you help them. When they get to the position, they dump you. I will not allow myself to be used by anybody again. And I need respect. This year, I'll be 64 years. So I will not allow anybody to treat me like I'm a trash. That one, I'm sorry. So let them do their own thing. And we stay back. We are all party members. We are going to campaign for some people. So, look, my brother, if you know what business can bring to you, you will not be fighting to be vice president or president or minister or what. You know, I contested this election because I wanted to make a difference in society. In the sense that I've been in parliament, this is the 24th year. I've been in politics before that. And I have seen the problems we are facing as a nation. And I think we need to address those issues. So I thought, look, staying back and criticizing will not be enough. If you are the driver himself, you can share your vision and you can implement it than sitting back and talking. That is why I decided to come in. But if that's not what Ghanaians want, I believe in democracy. And therefore, some are saying go independent. No, I'm not going to go independent. Because going into that contest, I knew and assigned myself that it's 50-50. You can win, you can lose. So if you lose, why would you say that I'm going independent? No, I will not do that to my party. Just that I've learned some lessons that I'm sorry to tell you the truth. I don't trust anybody. You can be anybody. If my will, I don't want to do it. You can't convince me. With the experience I got from this election, no way.
So is this generally you don't trust people or you don't trust politicians, or just generally you have no trust for anyone at all, period?
I would say politicians. Because you can help somebody to get a position. And when he gets the position, he forgets how he started. And to protect his position, he goes against you. And that is what I learned from it. You see, some people say, oh, he's bitter. I'm not bitter, because I have a lot of money to spend for myself. It's not every MP who didn't vote for me that I'm angry at. No. Everybody has a choice. But the very people who were my friends that I have helped to bring them to parliament is not a betrayal, but the bad things they said about me, that is where I have a problem. So who says I'm not bitter? I'm bitter. I'm bitter not because Vice President won. I'm bitter because the people that I have helped. If you are not going to vote for me, no problem. But the insults, I can't forgive them.
Wow. Now, these very people, were they people who had assured you privately that they are going to vote for you? Or they didn't?
No. I didn't need any assurance. Like I said, if you support Dr. Bawumia, it's your choice. I don't have a problem if you don't insult me. Again, anybody that I have not helped, and through his own efforts, he came to Parliament. If he even insults me, I don't have a problem. But I have a problem with people that I helped. Some of them became ministers. Some of them became MPs.
Through your efforts?
Yes. And they were the people who were making derogatory statements about me. That is very difficult to forgive.
And knowing
why is it that if it's easy to forgive, everybody who supported Alan, they are sidelined them? And when it comes to me, you say forgive. They will pretend that I will not pretend. That's the problem. I will not pretend. I will let you know that I didn't appreciate what you did.
And my last question was going to be, knowing that you don't like pretending, these people that you said you expected better from them, but not only did they betray you, but they actually said derogatory things about you.
Exactly.
Have you confronted them and told them?
If you make a mistake and approach me, I'll give it to you well. You see, people say, oh, the guy is rude, this guy. You see, such people, the mere fact that they get the courage to come to you means at the back of your mind, you are stupid. You are stupid. And I will prove to you that I'm not. I'm not. They can say whatever they want to say. It's me. At the end of the day, it's Agyapong. If I die today, they will replace me. So I'll tell you my peace of mind so that you stay where you are. That's it. But I'm not peeved because I learned my lesson from 2008. When I put my resources, my soul and will, money, everything to support President Akufo-Addo. When he lost, I got heart problem. So my doctors, they counseled me. They didn't know I was a politician until they saw my heartbeat and all those things. So I learned my lesson from that time, that I will campaign, I'll do everything, but I'll not religiously get involved and say that is do die. And therefore, if I don't win or Mr. B doesn't win, I should get heart problems. That has cushioned me. Look, who says I'm bitter? When the results were coming and I saw that the vice president has won, I told my team, I'm going home. Anybody who wants to drink champagne, come. We were drinking champagne. And I gladly decided to go and congratulate the vice president. But I'll be honest with you, when I got there on the stage, the people that have insulted me, I got so annoyed. That day was the first time I took my wife to public gathering like that. She saved me. I would have misbehaved. I will tell you the truth.
Misbehavior means you would have physically attacked them?
No, when I took the mic, the things I was going to say.
Okay.
I just controlled myself. And again, it is not them alone. I was speaking to the party and the nation. So that I had to control myself and, But I was going there, I knew I've lost. Let me tell you the truth. Here, this building, we have 42 offices. My intention was that, we do civil campaign. If I lose, I'll give it to the winner to use it as a campaign office. All my campaign, you've seen some of them sitting there. I'll give it to the winner to support. But the way they verify me, I've stayed quiet. I allowed them to do whatever they are doing. These pickups, I'm not going to use it for anybody. But I won't give it to anybody.
Will I keep them here?
Yeah, I'll keep them here.
What did they send a delegation?
A delegation.
To officially.
A delegation.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. One MP in Western Region said to A+ that, oh, as for Agyapong, he can win the general election, but we will not give it to him. And after that, then he asked, do you think you can do away with Agyapong? He said, oh, after that, we'll go and beg him. He went to South Africa and repeated the same thing. So, delegation from where? The delegation, they didn't see what they were saying, or they didn't hear what they were saying. I don't think any delegation can come to me. It's my choice. And you see, let me tell you, I like Vice President. I can easily communicate with him, but the people around him, the things they say will be difficult. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to campaign. I'm going to campaign for some people. And I use my own money to campaign. I don't take party money. Or no presidential candidate has ever given me money to go and campaign for him. So I'll use my own money and campaign for certain candidates. So I don't have a problem. So I'm still a party man. I'll do it.
Give it up, man.
And some no, and I mean, yati be minim say, supporters of Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, Yakuma, Ato, na sana no, Yankwa Homano Sno, Ra Frank, Adani, Mwe, and Semnimu, and Chemu, and Casa. Ra Frank, Memoa by Eddie Barrier for Kent TV so.
Abna Papa B, Mejoso.
Pacha some where, dear.
O Yankupa Dom, let's say the Yankupa see Kennedy Agyapong, Menso so, Ibiasono so, Intimique.
Yeah, that Tradian Pon Yankopon Ashe. See a short video ya Yakoshe ya honorable no chair ya the butter into person obedi Ghana president. And I know Mijidi said the fans and supporters and Natari or Mate Dende. Nani Nane saw person baby Numa Emma Mabnuno and so Enya Binye. Sa in some way, Ojene saying.
Yo, Emma, Didika, Emma, and Jackass, Emma, what you with T4. Ene Honorable Kennedy Agyapong Busunya yewo Ghana ene wiase nyina.
Eje also.
Na ene de minimse Kennedy Agyapong ma da ombeda.
Sa pepe.
Na omwa koma ato mu yem. Se utie nsem a Kennedy Agyapong ede tu bia. Se de Nyankopon CFCC no. Iwe a osikasa. Bia ki adanse se de meka ye se Kennedy Agyapong beye the next president of this country, no. And your money now you to do. Na and some I have a packet of your company upon the doing so at your dance say, you we are for Kenty and send the eye a cafacan of your company upon I am not correct. And Nuntia, the council we are for Kenty be mouth. The opens and papa and some I packet of your company upon we are for Kenty. And Ken's Daisy TV and radio, and also YouTube. Remember, Machiao from US. Now, make up a seminar. Adia Kennedy Agyapong Kaya a Toma Comaso. And say, but I am Tia, obey president of this country. One, Ghana former Bunu Omunya Jumanye.
Okay.
2. Nsakraye esese osakra o my kron Ghana.
Okay.
Na etoma kuma so na mse papa edwe ni pa ho. Na ade ba ko biu okaye na medu se Nyankopon na kasa fa ni mu ene se. Osi ewu mu se omo anto papa no amma medie. Nanso no it doesn't mean say as a semi president and sama ma bibi nyuma amagana for any biaye.
Wow.
And so semi president and sama nsakraya e se fata so ye depa o my Ghana. Yeah. Na onye president no and is you di hu kimupo ana all ye presidential campaign to or the share Ghana for board, the industries and factories. Na abuama Ghana mabu enye adwuma ye no obeye.
Okay.
Na we me kai pra me call ye papa Kennedy Akompre kwa Japan after the elections. We catch honorable Kennedy Akompre kwa Japan say honorable the eda yakoma so na obefu cross business.
Sir.
Now you have over 7,000 workers. And we are assuring you by 2028 not over 50,000 workers.
Wow.
Honorable Ashere. Now honorable say we are for camp for your conova. I don't know who we are because we are for camp for the more bar. I've been so from one or more day. And because I didn't to remove fire the Bebano, a Filinian support. It became a complex Japan or fire Yagro.
Okay.
And what the answer was saying, would you meet Canada complex Japan 101? Would you be Castle for Ken worldwide, and now we are for Ken for. Would you or no one can have a tire once a match?
Okay.
And yet, you're not a cat. Now, Canada complex Japan, why not? Or best na odie bi numa enye sika seye.
Okay.
Enye theory na eye pragmatic practical na enye mani na ewo ye nchen akire se enye mo bi ayimu aburu banche bayire akhidie abe ene die kika ho sa ne mawi Ghana nyankopon acheyen asase pedie asane ma wina ye kase yibia even without applying any agrochemical it means you're just very positive.
Okay.
And so you wouldn't faso a was na de okaye and say I banche abro and a sugar cane no you bet me e de aye ethanol.
Wow.
Na ethanol no kwansi ka ebe generate no. Eno kwampu no. Ebe bua oman. Ama even the electricity because the byproduct of all these items which generate electricity. And a car many yen kaniabo. Minim so be a uti ni bi ani.
Yes.
But if we have all these materials at our backyard, na ohwe nsema Kennedy Akompre kwa Japan kaye na ode to you Vice President Dr. Laji Mahmoud Bawumia nsema okaye na you can see say Kennedy Akompre kwa Japan is far ahead.
Sure.
Because Kennedy Akompre kwa Japan ke kansema ihune grofone jargon so ne hwan but nigina ya practical ye na nkasa and true challenge ni say we see so go and cross check and challenge him. Na mesre Ghana for when you say that you do your best review the domestication of Kennedy Akompre kwa Japan is the same as the import substitution industrialization.
Okay.
And now say cultural revolution that I always say you can't economics and ya dear den biao and ya di biao. The economy no aya ama enegana ye breno. The exchange rate no apurati pansama ama fundamentals no aye weak ni na and say it's all about import and export.
Okay.
It means that Ghana we don't export.
Okay.
And after exporting kwa kiti be because insignificant. But ye import it, ye crania free amanone ba more. Enona ama the economy no apurati pia pansam.
Okay.
Inti na Kennedy Akompre kwa Japan kase import substitution industrialization. Inti eniema ye free amanone ba ama ye ho ekire ye no. Ye betumi aye bi wo Ghana ha. Na ye na nkasa ye yusu ya ade. Ye nkotam sika kese. Kofana manone, pressure, meto so. That is all.
Wow.
So what do you stop and block importation of certain commodities? You need to me iron or her and no. Shagana ha assassin Yankopon de Amaye, Yadi to Galamsi, which means you have more, Yadi Galamsi Asenina. Now ye crack a more free Amanon, some monocrample, and Yamo Papa, ye be diare. When it comes to the economy, Canada compare Japan is the master. And said your kind IMF is not an option. Any president, any country or the IMF, the country is a failure.
Okay.
Because going to IMF simply means that you are buying up when before another wow, my white, what minor, ama usika sem to yeno, akuyi. Intino who catch them for say, Omona winning the intino, Omora mebuau, no usika sem. IFL economy no moment to mount. Inti say atwa ba ayi. Wa Ghana for boss obetimi aboa atoto yefika sem. Na wan tumi anye. Na wan fa tumi no so amaye. Na de koma kwasi buruni mane ba beye. Sanso de atwamenebo afochire ba beto yeso a. Odo my Ghana no no.
Dabi.
Enu nti akene dia compare kwa Japan kafe. Ono ne die enya de se Obekwama no say ye kwa we and especially in Miane ye crashri ama no ne no ye nan kasa you will be wo Ghana ha you betimi aye and the was sense so nyankopon ache asase bedie ye betimi bia ye sa and ye mani nyina
Sir.
Enti what Kennedy kwame compare kwa Japan no and ye man na befesa and meaning say so what can Kennedy compare kwa Japan pa and sema what kind no wone no be dia dance wone no wo dia tena fe na twena ho na bu se we enye adiru ngu bia e wo ye na nkasa ye nan ho nti ohema se wo ase bi se dia to so na yinko
Yo ora Frank my twaso eya honorable Kennedy Akompreko Agyapong ono de o say vice president position enya ade a wo pe afin so so o ko independent so de da bi da and anya ade nso be free MPP party nim so honorable kasa na o Addresse de
ohema
yes
we dia minim se ensem we na ahwefo ne atifo party
sir
na ene honorable Kennedy Akompreko Agyapong asset the record straight
okay
o say nya de so be free MPP party Nyadiese of the vice president position.
yes
And Nyadiese of the court independence.
sir
Or your party move back. Into every support to a Safate Biano or the best support to NPP party. Into amount for Omonam na almost Kennedy Akompreko Agyapong were interest in the vice president. Democratic Kennedy Akompreko Agyapong in the say the Nabuba vice president, Kennedy Agyapong lobbyman na puso may vice president. Now the vice president Ken and Nakubeka boom poison you vice president a same way. Meanwhile, one kasa MPP for when the vice president position Kennedy Agyapong was on there. What answer even not vice president alone, vice president plus juicy contracts.
wow
Plus $8 million.
Hey.
Or rejecting me now. Na a fine position na a nedie. More second in the Akompreko Agyapong. The more Pama Boa. Na when you know, what's in the whole na a near minimum cafe. The Kennedy Akompreko Agyapong Pina no cafe of the vice president position and the NDP for the demand. But don't me may because of the one natural.
sir
Inti yeka akanene say Kennedy Akompreko Agyapong or vice president position. Inti afi so no free NPP party and unko independent. But I will put in tia Kennedy Akompreko Agyapong or yes sir. Na said the American Yankopon century ni ewo ho na akasima Kennedy is going to be the
Sure. Abribiano o kasa Ghana ya how nyina ya problem kese pa delegate. Honorable so ebe kasa and also see the same delegate for issue ya so. And also then I work afa ho bi.
Oyema we say there be a kase Ghana ya how kese pa NPP delegate.
Yes.
Na oke ana utie nsema ya bra KSN ubisha ya pake na Japan na osi ubi the catch and say MPP fu nyina na akoto abana nka Kennedy compare kwa Japan be win hands down.
Sure.
But say delegate for no mo kwa akoto abai Kennedy Japan will never win. Ampani ampani ni ampa nyina yinim de ekoso na ade ba ko kafa MPC no urhwe kwanya MPC no sheda igu Kennedy compare kwa Japan ni mase ya na mo se ya to abawie yenya bibia manenka na ye ba ba to aba no mo sheda di bi Kennedy compare kwa Japan atengu ni mase ema ubi mpo ka kire mo se Kennedy compare kwa Japan mo bu ni mase te olusumpa won oda Kennedy Japan NPP ntimi mbeki de eto omo se ya ne Mama you moon any master no. Na you ya kwako na cho. Na we MPP niba. And now MPP platforms. Oh, ye na patriotic. Ye na MPP. Inti ya tu abawi ye nya bibia manenka. Ye nya bibia manenka. Na ye ba tu aba no. We nti bi je bibia manaka. E na utimi ye sa abo na fosem no.
Ai mu bi train kase ese.
Mu bi train kase ese. Na dia se eye na ya no se MPC no MPC awagwa omo o se democracy bi ana na denche senka won support no mpa on the problem na mo adidi atemye no buase a odi good no e ho no wo problem
sir
nse so na you say chairman sabunso the relation and what you say chairman sabunso ni Kennedy Japan no it's unprecedented.
Sure.
But you will say to me because of vice president position or plenty. They did Kennedy compare with Japan in many masses. But Kennedy compare with Japan senka or yet campaign numpunanga or support you advisor on any problem. Nipa bit say you rakiti hamon. Kennedy compare with Japan down for no. We took you to an corner. But okachire Kennedy compare kwa Japan say honorable one twin tinken tama wo twin ti se wo ba me na me wo you vice president Dr. Lajiba Mudi Bawumia intimi free you Bawumia chi e ba me di wachi na mo intimi ka santia wo ampani ampa Kennedy compare kwa Japan and you raketi hamon they are very close as of now already na kwa to
okay.
What you say you rakiti him on cotton about the Kennedy compare kwa Japan attender. One did not tell. The argument is very simple. So almost a Kennedy compare kwa Japan buofu MPP. And almost a Kennedy compare kwa Japan buofu MPP media. I say almost share that class bopo. So you mean a tingu ni masi. Abra onye mbonibia. The basa dia meno ye bubefu. Yanshe yura lawyer Obribuahe.
Okay.
Obribuahe. Onona o started a campaign and now year campaign dema you are vice president Dr. Lajiba Mudi Bawumia. Na okase wale tree. 33 new year campaign across the 16 regions. You are vice president set the campaign team no. One fa you are lawyer Obribuahe anka ho. Lawyer Obribuahe buofu tingiri o se MPP kura no wajai na se sei okwa akotene party na you are vice president MPP omunya ye adwuma oyeye omonenka ye na me bi sase atete amode ye papa Kennedy compare kwa Japan for mu no eno bi na ye de lawyer Obribu ahe pa mu ana but ono de ye de ye no tutua bi no ojai party no decision na watiki inti ese Ghana food na de to ho na omugu fe Kennedy compare kwa Japan is super. Ohe yinia abronye dishi abronye di issue se on kasa ma MPP party.
Yeah.
Yemisa ya mo se bone ben na ye dia ya abronye di issue. Na bone ya dia ya abronye di issue no compared to Papa Kennedy compare ko Japan. The washing na eso. Therefore we must be fair in dealing with our politics. Mama say amanfo ayeta from mobile binti. Ye be da amyemye yeni akeka nsem bi a ensem fata.
Okay.
Binti mesre minim say adofo ne atifo taking their compare ko Japan wase. Na omobeti na se so yi ba.
Okay. Yan share reconciliation na MPP mpanyimfo nimbi efa honorable supporters and the fans say mun hwe no mun kambo no mun nyina embe ba kono honorable reconciliation ho asem say na wo be kire mama etiefo ne ahwefo atiase
me de papa am said ya mekano say we are for TV ye ni atro makana hada da say the MPP for amoso ye reconciliation no nipa mo ye bone di tia na Kennedy compare for Japan na omo akona nim akopa na chewa na dabi and na e papa Kennedy Japan na nkasa akonse no this is to tell you we are for TV we ni atro no kore na yeka
sa
binti sa we Kennedy compare for Japan supporter we Kennedy compare for Japan fan na ya shout at the work reconciliation team no we betrayer when you're lawyer to Kennedy compare Japan.
Sure.
After so the supporters and fans of Kennedy compare Japan. Mama accepted any reconciliation there. Say ubiba wenimna munimko say or you Kennedy compare Japan to na downfall. Na offer for reconciliation and I say okay reconciliation team no you say na funo de nam.
Sir.
Aya person nkunya enye Ghana ye yonti eyo no ankasa de wonye ntina o yesa
okay
enti mumontungu ena Kennedy compare ko Japan ka sendi the MPP for omutrimu ye fine na enko ye se huriye muja empa omutrimu da enka adintina yura alan kwadwo chiremanten supporters a omoda so wo MPP ya fa line omo and I say, yes, cycle of what MPP are buying. We have a very critical question.
Okay.
This topic, we will treat it in another discussion.
Okay.
So, MPP for say, or more your proper reconciliation. And then I have a parliament and supporters. Or that's what MPP because when you say Timothy no support to Alan, or that's what MPP do Alan call, you know, or could be Alan. Now, so you not see a buy ya line no into that to tell you say MPP for reconciliation no more you know or more say aboa hudiye bone empo mutrimuda muja empo mutrimuda into you can dey compare ko Japan supporter dia monumpu na ye deni ku na wo dia wuye never and ever take it for say we just want reconciliation omo person omo your crocodile the John na minim say dia dia compare ko Japan yensa no ama yina ye nyabi a ye ni daho na yentna se emma obi mfa 6 emma dan ye 9 yentna se emma obi mfa ye sekan enkonku jananka
Mr. Frank Adani Pacho me enje o last submission na yentimi sorry for Jimede so
the last submission I made be ma California chief nyina ne se ye tna se kum na ye ti ensema Kennedy compare Japan akaya another just back to
okay
one of his ideas. There are many ideas because Kennedy compare Japan for 4 thematic areas: tourism, industrialization, and IT, that is the technology, and agro processing, that is agriculture. But the Papa Kennedy Japan is just an aspect of industrialization, and just an aspect of industrialization, the whole body of industrialization, one can say, but just compare his practical and pragmatic ideas to Vice President Dr. Agyapong and check the difference. Just don't be biased.
Okay.
Let's see the differences. So, the way I am talking about Japan, see Kasai, na Yankopon, see, everything she say, Yankopon is preparing carry him to be the next president. And he is the president of this country coming this December 2024.
Okay.
It's much so they can compare with Japan, the Ukimiana Ghana for the bomb paye amano. Investors here, and let me take this opportunity. There will be cash or dog working in Japan, Honamana, Teku, and Assassin Poa, Nipano or your crown for.
Okay.
Contact your Poken TV. Not your school is any panel. Now, won't walk on the Canadian Japan and be able to see the amount.
Okay.
And I am assuring you, say, investors are, you know, Mwakasa, almost a Canadian compared with the Pomba, women have a panel. Ghana, even one investor, just an investment or day banner, and don't be creating over 100,000 jobs.
Wow.
And then also, he has many investment project or person of Babayanoa. So, and I can assure you, just one person. Employment at Ghana, Ghana has because he has business partners with 10 strong white people from the advanced countries, France, Germany, UK, America, and so on. But Ghana, for your hope, is still alive.
Okay.
By Kennedy Kwame compared with Japan. Let's keep praying. Nyankopon, I'm saying Nyankopon T Ghana from Bible. Nyankopon be T in I am Bible. The Kennedy compared with Japan will be the next president of this country. They are head being with me, so I had the Kitua do with Nyankopon. So, it's in a manner yet, but all the century is not fact to be people say. Kennedy compared with Japan, I am born as in no. A film to the Yankopon CC, no, I am a cassette. A film to the Yankopon, I am a crown, and if you see in a council, bread. Into a man found here, not Menchia, California T4, not Medanyankopon Asset, that we are for Ken TV, Yin Yatro, not no correct, and not yet the song Yaka and yet T4.
Mr. Frank Adania better was a panny unchim.
And so some of us.
I was saying for Nipa Yetini K. Mr. Frank Adani or a political scientist. And now Chimwa and Sama, your papa, Honorable Kennedy, a Compreko, Agyapong, Edeberton, and fans and supporters, and if it's a match and ye and Cassan, which I say we are for Ken TV, near Kabia and Ukutru, doing more slim, Nayaka. Make come for a year royal glory at the amount, Kente Bang, and I open all your traditional wedding. At what dream, baby, I'll go pick Kente, Papa ato. Uni baby a obenya hene ma papa ato eye chains a odi begu ko muni baby a obenya papa ato dia ene for weni try royal gallery for aso eye ewo ye kaso a opekuma junction obetumi so afrom wahoma is 0537 314546 omo ye free delivery anti asiesa baby a wo bia no omo be deliver enyama no e de amount sa pepepe lead international school sefa obane bra no mo man entete ye pa o ma twen wache international schools adults na so so upe baby a odo oba beko na unya enu ho de and e hwa ni lead international school uhe school na otimu say yes school nie uramu otimu say yes we ra school menye school bi akeke wati ase hwehwe eye lead international school for echi kwan ewe ye pokwase amanfo betimi so from ahoma yi so 0246928031 Rainbow Montessori International School so mo dey o mo boarding enti enye takwafo nko a ena enya adedede osin adefefe osin baby a wo bia no betumi edi weni atwe Rainbow Montessori International School every step so wo baby a ho wa ombeja kwada no e wo boarding house or ahwe ne ye e de amount Rainbow force fa obane brada je enipo so nye de bia na obenya e de akwada na kwa akoto school opon so a wasan so akofa no hu ayesa na aye dadwen so e de amount it say obeyi dadwen we nyina afiu so no fa oba ekọ Rainbow Montessori International School for omo wo takwa enso ayem from ahoma true for is 0246621982 construction companies are also now so we are for Ken TV unim say yenye ade a enye ene ebedi ho adanse e de amount ana ade enye no kre ene ebeka for e de amount enti for when you try we are for Ken TV construction company ubetimi say ye buildings plaster board block works and a road ye keka ho nyina frɛ number na that screen as no fry bejo fell so na ne ho bia no ye tie ni aba be ye ede ama na as na me kono mamenda I am executive producers as Mr. Addresse and Mr. Frank Adani and Mr. Felix Asante I am a producer ba ko Eric and Sami am tina dwumedi mu Midiane Abna Papa bi won subscribe na share comment and comment na like what you say your notification bell no so send ye di bibia tuma so benye bi etie no onye bi ahwe makram.
School now, Batan Biana de Baruko Hono Nyo, or your Rainbow Montessori International School. Yeah, Rainbow Montessori International School. What you from Kratchi? You could see JHS. The Rainbow Montessori International School, my from Anna. What been wrong? What's the what the Montessori curriculum in a syllabus? No, what the children are they? The teachers are Hona. When you know where degree holders, what the Abutana Badoyan, what the trauma from Anadio. The Rainbow Montessori International School. What it about for your man, what the trauma from Anate. It's your mama from an not doing boy wrong. Wakita Ultra Modern Science Laboratory, Computer Laboratory, Library and Research Center, Art and Sculpture Laboratory, Hygienic Canteen, now for a clinic. Namoya Nika 1 point there. Rainbow Montessori International School, or your boarding house. Into Unfahu Baby Awabiara, Wawa from Anabatuma Baschool, Unfound Watakwa, Takrade, Elibo, Cape Coast, Accra, Kumasi, one boarding house facilities now, or your modern standard. Now, wash your papa, it's your house master and house mistress. What you want to a boarding house? No, it's your new Robiara, Bambo, another security in the sure. And if Wabo from Anabra, the Ebu Rainbow Montessori International School, it was Takwa in Soyem, opposite police station. It is said Obaba Rainbow Montessori International School. To what you nada? Was sent about Shana the Papa, Emanazamsina, what Charo 111. It's a quad mission form. It was Hantaman Raban, what Takwa Soyem branch. Frayane 0277 100 823. Rainbow Montessori International School. In Moframa Wanda, China, one fapim. Oshasuaha. It's a Hana Barton Biara, ordinary from a river.
The foundation of every kid's education is important to every parent. That is why Leap International School is here to give your kids a solid foundation. The school that cares about its environment and seeks to transform it is one that cares about the education and well-being of its kids. The school has a playing ground, a bus to convey the kids in and out of school, as well as a well-furnished facilities and resources to groom the kids to future leaders. Not forgetting the well-learned tutors that are patient with the kids to ensure understanding is easy. They are located at Amanfrom off the Pokwasi Amasaman Road. For more information, call 0246 928 031 or 0246 098 067. Be part of a school that leads, learns, evolves, acts, and develops through sound education. Lead International School, the next leaders.